All right, Hip Hop Weekly All Access. This is Brianna, and we're here live today with Pure Yayo.
What's up, Brianna? How you
doing? How you doing? Welcome to Hip Hop Weekly.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Introduce yourself.
I'm Pure Yayo from the Arch, aka the Loop, aka St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay. All right. And what brings you to Atlanta?
Well, what brought me to Atlanta today was this interview with Hip Hop Weekly.
Okay. Well, we do appreciate you for checking in and wanting to speak to us. Definitely.
Sure.
So let's get into it. How did you, get started in the music industry?
Well, I've always been just a fan of music. It started all the way back from me just growing up. My brothers was into music, like far as like breakdancing and stuff like that. So I can remember when my mama just telling them to turn the radio down from it blasting it, just me just loving music. So it went from my mama screaming at my brother and them telling them to turn the radio down to me just growing up and just being interested in it. Like my brother had a friend who had a record label or whatever, and I used to always he had a street team too, He was pushing the artists at the time. Well, actually, he was pushing Future at the time, and I was a part of the street team, So, me being a part of the street team and just being around, pitching ideas for music and just things like that, it's just always been interesting to me. And I just started recording and just taking it. It became a passion of mine,
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, who are your musical influences? Like, who do you look up to?
I look up to a good friend of mine, Rico Wade.
Okay.
I learned a lot from him. I like Future. Future influenced me a lot. Just from me just being on the street team to goddamn me seeing where he at now is just a big impact on my life. Like, damn, So that influenced me a lot.
Okay. What's the best advice that you've gotten so far by just being in the industry?
The best advice?
Mm-hmm.
The best advice I could say I've got from being just trying to get more in depth in the industry is just keep going, not giving up, sticking in there. Everybody I seen and said that stick in there, hang in there, they become pretty successful. They reap the benefits of success.
How do you separate yourself from the current artists that are out now? What makes you different?
What makes me different, I believe, is I was just pretty much born into the hip hop. I also take my time with my craft. It's not like I'm just going in there doing anything. I'm taking my time, making sure I get some things that's off my chest, some things that's on my mind, off my mind, from positive to negative. Making sure I'm having fun with it, making sure I'm also working hard with it,
What's the message in your music? What are you trying to, get out there to the listeners?
There is hope coming from the streets, because I really come from the streets, my family come from the streets, so the message is it's another route than just the streets. So St. Louis is just it's not really a music scene there, but it is a lot of talent there. One try to get a little closer out to do it, and this, how it be, just with St. Louis, there's a lot of street niggas there, And the street niggas want to do music, you feel me? And by the street niggas want to do music, they take a lot of those antics from the streets and try to apply that to the music scene, which I'm just really trying to just find a way out with my spare time. I use all that spare time to be productive as far as the record label. We pushing Smuggler Music Group. We're trying to find new ins and outs, there's no spare time over here. We don't have too much spare time. With all our spare time, we hitting the road or just working. And at all times, we're just trying to market, just figure our way. When I'm not marketing, I'm still trying to figure my way. When I'm not figuring my way, I am recording. I spend a lot of time recording.
Okay. And do you spend a lot of time with your family? Because I know in this industry, you are probably always on the go. How do you balance, your music life and your family life? How do you balance it?
Well, as far as balancing it is hard to balance because just me doing music, I missed a lot of time with my family, in the studio every day, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all that shit, so I missed a lot of time with my family, like my mother. You know, my mother passed May 5th, 2018. So that really had like, just by me doing music and missing all that time with my mama just every day, I thought about that shit after she passed. Like, dang, I was in the studio all that time. You know what I'm saying? It was just, it was weird. Family, like I do this for my family. I'm trying to just make a way for my family right now. You know what I'm saying? Help make a way. As we, like my family, we all try to help each other make a way. There's no, they doing more, he doing, we all just try to be a unit. So we're very family oriented. Especially since I lost my mother. I lost 2 brothers to gun violence back in St. Louis. So my family means a lot to me right now. But I'm just, music is my passion. You know, I'm trying to make it out still today.
Okay. All right. So what are you working on now? What's your current project?
Right now I'm working on a project called The Gateway. I have a single off that project called The Arch.
Okay. And what's the title behind, you know, why that title, The Gateway?
The Gateway? Because I'm from the Arch, aka St. Louis, and the Gateway, that's the Gateway City. We got the Gateway Arch there, which is our monument. So I'm just in tune with my city so much. I just want to not just overwhelm people with me coming from my city, but I just want to represent my city in like sort of a subliminal way.
Okay.
And the Gateway Arch, you know, it's the gateway to the west. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it makes sense to me.
So how is the city feeling? Like, how do they, you know, perceive your music?
The city, they're starting to really give me more support on my music because they see that I'm not joking with it. They see that I've been sticking in there the past all these years, and the city is really messing with me. Like, I appreciate my city for just even giving me feedback at the times they do.
Right. Can you share, like, you know, one of your most memorable moments so far that you were just like in awe with? As far as just being in the industry, anybody you met that you've never met before, you know, just a memorable moment that, you know.
Experience. Well, I do have an experience. Like I say, Rico Wade is a good friend of mine, right? And it just messed me up. But when I go by his house, it's just always one of his people over there. Like last time I went by there, Sleepy Brown was over there. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be spending the night over Rico Wade house when I'm in town on the regular. You know what I'm saying? For Sleepy Brown to be there too, though. You know what I'm saying? And he's spending the night in the same spot I'm spending the night in. We got them switching spots. You know what I'm saying? He like, you can get the couch, I take the chair. So that was deep. That was deep for me just to see that, you know what I'm saying, how humble he could be, you know what I'm saying, coming from where he come from or whatever. And who Sleepy Brown was, you know, he was an outcast or whatever. So that was a big moment for me because I just love the greats, the people that paved the way for us.
Okay. Any collaborations with anybody yet?
That's in the industry?
Right.
No, not really.
Who do you see yourself collaborating with?
Free bands for sure. I definitely want to collaborate with some artists from free bands, you know. Yeah, Scooter. I like Scooter. I admire Scooter work, no homo. Like, I really like how he's an example of sticking in there and not giving up because he never gave up. I always liked Scooter. I always followed him, admired his work or whatever. So, yeah, I do want to work with free bands, though.
Okay. All right. Any up and coming shows or anything lined up yet?
Not at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely
not at the moment. No up and coming shows.
Okay. All right. Who are you listening to on the way here?
I was actually listening to myself.
Okay.
The majority of the time because
what song?
Well, I was like I say, I'm finna drop a project called The Gateway, so we're still kind of picking out the track list for that. We got over 60, 70 songs that we had to narrow that down from 200 songs, so we done got 60 songs. Now we're trying to narrow it down to another 20, but we're putting 12 on the project.
Okay. All right, and when can we expect that?
I'm shooting for February 1st.
Okay.
We're shooting for February 1st to drop that, but don't mark my words. But that's what we're shooting for.
Soon.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
Soon.
February 1st. First, I picked February 1st because that's my mother's birthday. My mother passed May 5th, and I just want to keep just honoring her.
Holding out the legacy.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Was there anything else that you want to promote? Any merch?
Yes, Smuggler Music Group, we got some merchandise, some Smuggler merchandise, and what Smuggler stand for, it's an acronym. It stands for Sacrifice More Than Usual, Grind to Get Limitless, Effortless Results. So,
and where can we find it?
Right now, you can log on to my Instagram at OnePreAyo. We're selling it off there. You know what I mean? Because it's pretty much just concert merch. You know what I'm saying? Just to bleed the brand. You know, like T-shirts, headbands, sweaters, etc. You know?
Okay. All right. Definitely. Well, again, leave us with your social media handles on how you can be reached.
Okay, follow me at OnePreAyo. That's on Instagram. Preayo on Facebook. And Preayo on Twitter also.
Okay.
So just Preayo, you should be able to just Google Preayo. You'll be able to find all my links.
Okay.
What's up, y'all? We got Preayo in here with Hip Hop Weekly. Follow me at OnePreAyo. I also want you to check out my new single, The Arch, on iTunes, Spotify, etc. Be looking out for the mixtape this February. Okay.